Okay. So, hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Cosplay Bites, the show about cosplay, conventions, all the nerdy bits and bytes. I appreciate you taking the time away from either if you're playing Horizon Forbidden West or Elden Ring to listen to this episode, because I know that's exactly what my two guests are doing right about now when they're not here.
I'm playing
Most
Elden
likely.
Ring.
Yep.
Forbidden West, fam.
Exactly. I am joined by Mink the Satyr and
Hi.
Legend of Larcy. You did a name change.
I did.
We can talk about that in a little bit, but
New branding.
yeah.
Not very different, but different enough.
Same acronym.
Same, yeah.
I got boba.
Yeah, the last time I had these two on was about Rhode Island Comic Con.
Really?
A couple years ago. Yep. That was the last time we did a duo stream together.
Aha, that's gross.
Wow.
Oh, for God's sake.
Holy crap.
Y'all okay?
Wait.
Yeah. That was like...
Huh?
Hmm?
What?
You said, "Oh, for gosh sakes," and I was like, "Is everything okay?"
Oh, I thought you were talking. I thought you were talking to someone else.
Oh, no.
No,
Nope.
never mind.
Okay.
Okay, confusion over. So yeah, in setting this up, I basically wanted to title this. So my initial idea was to get Larcy on and do a little like what's new with her episode. But then I figured, oh gee, the last time we had the two of us on together, or the three of us, it was chaos. I just think we can recall me mentioning that there was a schedule to the whole episode, and Mink, you were in shock.
No, it wasn't that I was in shock. It's just that I was surprised that you expected that we were going to stay on schedule.
Oh.
We are
I
always
was more surprised. Shock
More...
is not the right word.
Okay.
Surprise, yes.
Surprise it is. So in any case, I decided to title this episode, Looking Back and Looking Ahead. From last year into this year. So, let me see in my notes here. Yeah, so I guess we can start with Larcy. How has, I guess, sum up your 2021?
2021.
If at all possible.
2022. Got it. What happened in 2021? COVID.
Anything else?
Okay. I don't know. I would say in the last year and a half, I have kind of just taken on a new outlook as to what I'm doing in the cosplay world. I feel like I was pressuring myself to do things and new things for each event and conform to groups and group ideas and what was hip and in then. But I kind of took a turn halfway through, probably actually more towards the end of 2020 into 2021. I took on a personal project where I did a costume for each of the seasons, which I revisited this year. Oh wait, did I do the seasons in 2020?
I think you did that in 2020, my friend.
Okay, it's all running together. So I did start that.
I was going to say,
I finished it in 2021 because that's when I did my winter Luna mock. So
wait,
I did
hold
that.
On, is it?
Yeah.
Wait, now I got to think back. Wait, no, because that would have meant that you finished it this winter. You finished it last winter, my friend.
Last winter, but then I shot it winter of 2020, January.
Oh, right in the beginning of 2021.
Yeah.
Okay, timeline, understood.
It ended up being a little bit more than a year, but I also kind of...
Also,
it took
COVID.
My time. I didn't pressure myself to get it done each month, I gave myself a whole season.
Absolutely.
And in Maine, winter is 6 months. Hello.
Yeah, it is.
Winter never really goes away. It just goes to Maine.
Yeah. Well, even then, our winter is not... It's not really... It's like a fake winter, because it was fake spring the other day. It was 65 degrees, and then it was...
And then it wasn't.
And I'm like, what?
What is
this? I like got out of work and I'm like, I don't need a jacket. Yeah, I like take off my jacket, and then like 10 hours later, I'm like, I need 10 jackets. Wonderful, awesome. So yeah, 20. Oh, actually, I did go to a couple of cons last year. I was the head judge at ConnectiCon.
Yeah, you were.
I wandered around PortCon, my home con, for a few days, and I masqueraded
Okay.
as Mink on the final day, which was
That's
quite
a good
awesome.
story.
People were absolutely messaging Mink saying, "Where can we meet?"
100%. I was getting messages after the con being like, "Oh, I'm so sorry I missed you." And I was like, don't worry about it, fam. I wasn't even there.
Okay.
And then though, Mink entered the costume that I was wearing of hers in an online like Newbury Comics Hall cosplay contest, and I entered one of mine in the Newbury costume contest or whatever, and we both won something, but they were both me.
The best part is,
she entered
I kind of don't remember doing this. What did I enter as?
You entered Vileplume.
I definitely don't remember doing this. That's the best part.
And you entered. The picture you entered was one of me wearing it.
Of what? Really?
Yeah.
That was.
And I have
balls on me.
I still have 2 gift certificates. One for me, one for you if you want it, or one for me and one for me. I mean,
oh dang!
It depends upon how you look at it. It's $10 to Newbury Comics. I mean,
oh, you might as well. You might as well use both of them. Go get yourself something fun, like a cool hat.
Like a half a sticker for $20.
Half of a sticker. No, you could get a hat.
They're so expensive.
No, I definitely got like a cool hat.
This book is worth $10. We're gonna charge you $25.
Well then, use 2 and pay $5, and then
go get a office themed style mug, or get like the Office board game. I'm sure they're there.
Wait,
don't get anything from the Office.
You in Rhode Island.
What about it?
Was that a Newbury Comics we went to that I pulled that like sword umbrella out of a basket?
Oh, maybe. I can't remember now. Our shopping adventures are fun, but it's been the last time we shopped together was pre-pandemic. Those were in, the before times.
The before time, yeah.
I can't remember. I
told a secret for you.
Larcy, I don't even know why you're like asking me about things that happened in the past. I don't even remember entering this virtual contest.
It was still funny.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't do too many cons because I've gotten a little bit people shy in the last like year and a half.
Who hasn't?
It happens. Yeah. Especially, yeah. Past 2 years, yeah.
I found myself way far out in the wilderness far more often than way deep in the city surrounded by cosplayers.
I think that's a good place to be.
I'm still doing it. But I'm doing it with distance.
You're socially distanced. Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Socially distant.
It takes a lot out of me now when I do events. So now I'm like, one day's good. Yeah. I could do one day. And then I'm like, some of these that I'm like actually having to stay the whole weekend. I'm like, I can do it. Yeah. Giving me a hotel room? Okay. I'm going to
be
all the time. Does it have a nice bathtub? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, my wife is
yeah, I mean, I last year I did a couple of throwback cosplays that are like now personal favorites.
You did?
Inuyasha.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, comfort characters I have created.
It's like a bowl of soup, but in cosplay form.
It's true.
Metaphorically. Yeah.
I did a Ty Lee costume that I really liked that I designed myself. And people were like, is that a Hannah Alexander? And I'm like, oh, no, it's my design. But thank you. Like, highest honor right there when somebody's like, is that a design from somebody else that I really admire?
No.
Wow. Now I know that I've, like, done good on this one.
That's how you made it. That's how you know.
Yeah. So that's I mean, I feel like I haven't seen very many people very often, and it kind of makes me sad because I absolutely like miss seeing Mink all the time.
I
And
know we just
luckily,
saw
she
each
came to
other.
my
That was
house
so
though.
fun.
Yeah, that was really nice. I mean, I would like that a lot more, but maybe like that without the crowds.
Yes.
Which is what we've been doing the last few years, anyways. Couch cons are the best.
Yeah.
CouchCon is the best. Mostly because your couch is so stinking comfy.
That's true. And then you get woken up by puppers every day.
Good
And
lord, do I get woken up by puppers?
you know, you were the one who let Maple like eat your face, though.
I was also
You
the
could
one
have
who let
said
Maple
no.
eat my feet too, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna let this
I'm
happen.
just gonna let it. I'm gonna let it happen.
Listen, when your feet are cold, like warm dog tongue is better than nothing. Better than nothing.
Well, she made the mistake of going down on Maple's level, and she's like a wee Korg, and Maple's like, "Oh heck yeah, I'm all in."
Listen. Maple went to my level.
Well, okay,
Which
so
is
you
to
guys
say I
met
was
halfway.
already on a low level is what I was saying. She was on a higher level. I was shading myself.
Oh, it
Yes.
went
Oh,
over my head.
so you couldn't win because she had the high ground.
Oh my god.
I had to. I had
Oh
to.
my god.
I had to.
Boo, I'm only mad because I didn't say it.
I have this wonderful little video on my phone of Maple just licking the crap out of Mink's face, like
You do, and I haven't seen it. I'm so mad at you
because
right now.
I didn't get
How
like the
dare
maniacal
you?
parts
How
when
very
she was
dare.
slowing down, but like there were points where I looked over at you and
friend.
she was like licking
Oh,
me
friend.
so like
Why haven't you texted me this?
I can send it to you right now. Would you
Yeah,
like me to
thank
send it
you.
to you?
I will not see it until after this podcast, and that is okay. I will accept this.
That
I
is
shall
okay.
accept this.
I'll send it to you while you explain what you've been up
Toot
to.
sweet, s'il vous plaît. Oh, is it my turn?
Now
Well,
speak.
Oh.
it could be. I know. I was gonna touch on how well, Larcy, you've also taken up streaming on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
In the
Yeah,
meantime,
you like
how's
my
that been?
axe?
Yeah, yeah, that's where your act came from. How's that been going?
It's because you're asking her questions.
Oh.
Eh.
Oh.
Eh.
No.
Eh.
I think it's been going okay. I mean, I don't expect to have like 1,000 people watching
Hey,
me
you're
or
an
anything.
affiliate. That's going
But
okay.
it's fun because we all kind of hop in each other's streams and we like
All of the time.
support each other. And then I actually have used it to connect with people because they're like, "Oh my god, you're playing this game! Oh my god, I saw your highlight. That's so funny!" And I'm like, "Yeah, I wear pink on Wednesdays."
You're like, yay, someone's watching my highlights.
my highlights.
Yeah.
To be fair, my highlights are pretty stupid.
Whose highlight isn't stupid? Give me a highlight that's not on some fundamental level dumb.
I mean, I love the highlights that we have of our like
Of our joint streams.
yeah, when we're playing dating sims.
Oh
Those are
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
wacky.
Whether it's Doki
Aha,
Doki
I
or
see
your
you've sent me a video. Less.
I sent it to you. Yeah, we're currently playing Doki Doki, but we did I Love You, Colonel Sanders, and we
Yeah, we did.
yeah, you did.
We attempted Had a Full Boyfriend, but
That
failed.
game, I'm sorry, but if that game is ranked one of the tops for dating sims on Steam, that tells me that Steam needs to get higher standards for dating sims because no, seriously, like I don't mean to shade Hatful Boyfriend, but I kind of do because it wasn't fun.
No, and then we thought we saved the game, and it was like, oh yeah, by the way, corrupted game.
By the way, you suck forever, no save for you.
By the
and we
way,
had
do
to
you
start
want
all
to
over
play
again.
all of that all over? Go
And the answer
for
was
it.
no.
You
Yeah.
thought you saved? Guess what? No, you didn't.
Hey, guess what? You did save, but your file is suddenly corrupted.
Oh yeah,
Now
that's
you
what it
have
was.
to
Our
start
file
over
was
anyways.
corrupted.
And
Oh
then,
man.
so the first time we thought we saved it correctly, and then it still put us way back. And then the second time we did save it, and we wanted
And
to
it
go back
corrupted.
and change an answer, and it was corrupted.
And the only reason why we changed an answer was because the controls were less than ideal, and you accidentally clicked something when you meant to click something else.
Uh huh.
which was
Okay.
stupid. I mean, I blame the controls.
There's like a fine line between like the words.
The
that you could
hitbox was very unusual.
Yeah.
put.
Let's call it
Yeah.
that way.
Like you'd like highlight the answer you want, and then your mouse would hop to another answer, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
it was
I did
a
not
bizarre
choose that.
hitbox. Yes.
Like, no, it clearly there's
I had
something going on behind the scenes of my computer that was like,
fundamental
no, don't
issues.
choose that answer.
Fundamental issues with Hatful Boyfriend.
Hmm.
Don't at me.
Okay.
Was it a pun? Was I supposed to get it?
What? No, I just don't want people. I just don't want people to yell at me
They
about
won't
like,
yell
how
at you.
dare you? How very dare you
I'm
not
pretty
like?
sure anybody who's played that game understands.
Yeah, I mean, if you've stuck with Hatful Boyfriend for any measure of time, you were probably like, you know what? The girl raises a point. Bye, Larcy.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
that's okay.
I'm sorry.
This is gonna be an audio thing.
Here's the
If
thing.
people want to watch the YouTube video, they can watch you
You see
shrink.
it on the ground when
It's
you
okay.
grab it? It keeps falling off. Sorry, I dropped something off my mic. And
Uh-oh.
it's the piece that Maple always runs off with. I think because it's just loose. It's like the deafener thing.
Oh yeah, the one that like makes it so when you say the letter P, you don't sound super like audio blastish.
Hey,
So like that.
Yeah.
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 I guess so.
It's your plosives guard. That's not the name of it. That's just what I'm gonna call it.
Yeah.
Hello, Carly.
Hi, Jess.
In case you guys wanted a quick blurb from my husband, who was yelling from across the room. He says, "Oh, hey."
Yeah, we know.
We heard.
We can hear him in the background.
They
It's
know.
We've been hearing him this whole time.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Jeez.
Yeah, so Larcy, you're currently streaming Elden Ring, and then I've also popped into your stream doing World of Warcraft, so
Yeah,
yeah.
cool World of Warcraft streams. I pretty much just put on music and farm and WoW. Although I guess they just came out with a new part of the expansion for Shadowlands, which I haven't played for a few weeks. I'm like, crap, I'm paying for a subscription and I haven't been on in a couple of weeks, but all these new games just came out and I'm like, what do I play first? So I played a new Pokemon game and then I was like,
Yes.
I'm gonna play Dark Souls and I'm like, oh wait, Elden
You
Ring.
fool! The new Pokemon game slaps.
I bought a setup so I can stream from my
Oh,
Switch.
nice. Yeah,
I
it's a
have
little
it
bit of a
set
coin
up.
to set it up for the Switch.
Actually, it was only $40 to get one of those capture cards.
Oh, damn you. When I did it way back when,
I
once
know.
upon a time, in like 20... I want to say 2018, maybe
Whenever
2019.
Animal Crossing came out.
No, I did it before Animal Crossing came out. I did it back when Pokemon Sword and Shield came out.
Oh, did you?
I sure did, because I streamed my very first like couple hours of playing that game.
So back when
And-
the Switch was fairly new.
No,
and
it wasn't
everything was
back when
super expensive.
it wasn't back when the Switch was new.
Yeah, the Switch came out in like 2017, 2018, right?
Yeah.
I was talking about like 2019.
Yeah, so it's still fairly new. That means
I mean,
all
two-
of
I
the
guess
stuff
2
is
years.
super
Not-
expensive.
2 years, to me, 2 years is like ancient in console time.
Now, average console lifespans are like five years.
See? That's like its midlife crisis.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
my God.
Anyway, what I was saying is back then it was like $150 for a full capture card setup with all of the wires and bits and bobs.
Mm.
So that's why I'm saying, like, jealous.
Well, really, it's just like a little box that connects your Switch to your
Oh, I
computer.
have like a little pyramid. It's kind of great. Sorry. I should call it what it's actually. It's called like a triangular prism.
Crystal burst.
Yeah.
So it's named for its shape.
Well, no, that's not its name. That's just what I'm calling it because that's
Oh.
three-dimensional shape.
Oh.
I don't know its name. I got it in 2019, and what was 2019? That's right, 2019 was the before times.
The before times.
Which means I don't remember what it's called or anything.
Boy.
What was life
Um,
before masks?
What was life before? I don't know.
I think we all went outside. That's for damn sure.
Did we? I'm pretty sure I stayed inside like, a soulless vampire.
No,
My
I spent-
complexion has never been more milky white.
I would say I spent my entire panini hit outside.
Your entire panda outside? Yeah, you spent your entire panda outside. I'm pretty sure I spent
My
my entire panda.
Panorama.
Yes, my entire Polaroid was spent indoors playing Animal Crossing. Please and thank you.
Oh yeah.
Want to know where I saw my son? I saw my son care of Tom Nook. The best days were when it was raining in the game and raining in real life because I was like, I can vibe to this.
And then you emerge from your house. You've got dark circles around your eyes. Your skin is like pale. And
I'm
you
sorry,
have, like, a Tom
are you
Nook, like,
suggesting-
Hawaiian shirt on.
Are you suggesting that I turned into a tanuki?
Yeah.
Because you're not wrong.
I mean, you showed up to my house the other day as a tanuki.
I
so.
did show up to the balls on me. Haha, get it?
Wow.
Because tanuki are famous for their balls.
Are they? What?
What? Wait, are you serious?
You didn't know that?
Larcy.
No.
Larcy, how?
Tanukis have giant nuts.
Like the balls on those guys. Larcy, how? Honey.
Because
Honey.
it's not like I'm like seeking that kind of information.
Honey.
Which animal has the biggest balls? Hold on.
Larcy, I need you to do a Google search. Larcy.
Google what animal has the biggest balls?
Larcy,
It didn't
I
hear me
need
all
you
the
to
way.
Google search an obscure Miyazaki film. And I need you to watch the GIF.
What? Okay. Okay.
Just
Google.
write Miyazaki Tanuki GIF.
Miyazaki. Tanuki. Oh, I wrote Taniko for some reason.
This
Yeah.
is important.
Live first reaction to Larcy
Oh,
seeing
no.
a Tanuki.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Yeah, yep. I regret nothing.
Why? What is this?
Why did you
It's a
do this to
movie
me?
for
Oh, it's
children.
Pop Poco. Okay.
Yay!
That
It's for
explains
the
it.
whole family. Everyone can get behind these critters
That's
riding
a
their balls.
family film?
That is
Oh.
a family film. That's not even safe search off.
Ah!
Yeah,
I laughed and I swallowed a boba whole.
good. That's what you get. You get tapioca in your mouth.
I think so.
Gross.
The balls, yeah.
I get boba balls. Yeah.
Oh no.
You did it. You started it. You sent
I
me
started
down
it. I'm
this
ending it.
You have to kill it.
path. Feel the force of my axe.
So where were we?
Ah,
What were we talking about?
I think now it seems like a perfect time to wrap up Larcy's segment of what the hell she's been up to 2021.
Clearly nothing important. Just a
Everything
lot of
important. Oh my
No, it's all
God.
important. Shut up. It's all important. You're awesome.
Shut up, but keep
I love
talking.
memes. I love memes. Like me, literally buying a Nezuko costume just so I can duet myself on TikTok.
Did you really do that?
Partly, yeah.
Oh my god. You're my
Nobody wants to duet me on TikTok.
Nobody
Someone
wants to duet me on TikTok
myself.
because I'm not on it.
Do it myself. You know what? Although
That's right.
I did,
You want something done right? You do it yourself.
I mean, I'm on it, but I don't have the time or energy to make videos.
Who the
I
hell
does?
who the hell does? It's like I
like
just
you
put,
have to get in the cosplay,
Like-
you have to put on a whole face, and then you have to wear it, and then you have to run around your house and like.
I just look at the people that
Friendos who have a full-time job and can maintain a TikTok to me are like superheroes. They've got like time turners or some
they're
shit.
too powerful. We have to stop them.
We have to stop them.
Okay.
I look at the crazy like cosplay transition videos on TikTok, and I'm just like, so how do you
It's too
film
long.
that? How do you
It
do
takes
that?
way too long. I
Too
ain't got
long.
time for that.
I'll just
time.
drool. I'll just drool over all the thirst traps I'm seeing on TikTok,
There you go.
and it's
I did
go
a thirst
dead,
trap.
done deal.
Is it the one with the Pokemon plushies?
Monster.
Oh, that was a thirst trap like fake out.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh
No, I did a thirst trap with like a male chest plate.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I'm like, yo, dog, in the beginning, I'm a girl. Yo, dog, look, I'm a beefy man.
Or at least the beefy boy.
Yeah, I know. I'm just too short to be manly.
You're like Ed Elric.
Like,
Oh,
when I'm
this
walking
is.
around as Rengoku, and then like all of the like other cosplayers who are also boys from that show like tower over me. I'm like, yeah, I'm supposed to be like twice your size.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
But then I'm like, we.
Don't worry about
But
it.
it's like Rengoku as a 13-year-old. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
That's
kid
me.
Rengoku, and you just gotta sit there and be like, yeah, that's what I was going for. Yeah.
Back when I wasn't a donut. Bad. Real bad.
Good times.
Anyways,
All right.
go for it.
So
I'm a boba now.
you you just drink your boba and listen. um. So I mean, Mink and I have done episodes previously. You ventured into VTubing, but
I sure did.
and it's been going great. You debuted a new model.
I did. I debuted well, I guess I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna say complete sentences. I constantly update my model based on my whim and based on upcoming holidays. So like during the Halloween season, I had like a spooky witch costume that I debuted for the month of October.
Mm-hmm.
During the winter holiday season, I had like some winter holiday festive clothes that I had for the entire month of December. And then because February was the start of Lunar New Year, I had we call it Toramink because it was my Year of the Tiger version of me. It was really cute.
Tora!
Tora! Meow! So it was absolutely adorable. I do love being Toramink, but I only have like 2 more days to be Toramink, and then it all goes
Oh.
away.
You know, you don't have to like follow the guidelines. You could
These
just
are my own
wear it.
guidelines. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna have other versions of me. I'm already gearing up for what I'm gonna do for like my birthday month.
Ooh.
Are you gonna be a bunny?
I can't tell you. It's
Or
a
is it
surprise.
something I already know?
I don't think you know, actually.
Are you gonna be trash?
Well, no, I'm not.
Too bad.
So my birthday month isn't until June, so I've got plenty of time to work on something big. But it's going to be big.
All right.
Cryptic.
Snorlax?
So
Well, I mean, the best part about being your own artist and rigger for VTube models is that you can do whatever the shit you want whenever you want. Like
yeah.
one of the major drawbacks of like farming out or getting like a commissioned model is that you have to wait however long it takes for that to happen. And if you have a particular artist that you're a big fan of, you might have to wait for their commissions to be open. So like Larcy and I have got friends who have been waiting X, Y, or Z amount of time to get just like their assets done, let alone getting the rigging done. So then when it all comes together, it's like a huge debut, like a big old deal. But then if they wanted to add anything to it, they're kind of stuck because they either have to wait for the artist to be available again or they have to like figure it out, which can be really challenging. So it's frustrating because it's a lot of work on my end, but like I could decide tomorrow, like I want to change this, that, or the other thing. And then I can. Actually, I was with Larcy when I was working on a change that I have not made yet, but I will. I was working on a new change.
You haven't announced it yet?
No, I haven't told anyone about it.
I
You're
will
the
not
only
talk
ones who've
about
seen it. Like you and Vesper.
I will not say nothing.
I figure that's going to be a future Mink problem.
Okay.
I got my favorite artist to make my VTube model.
Oh, that's
Who
great.
do you have? Should I fight her?
What?
I know. The audience doesn't know.
Oh.
I know what you're talking about. The audience doesn't. I was playing into the bit.
Oh, I see.
Okay, the joke was, 'twas me.
Oh, okay.
Do you see it?
I My head
Wait,
would figured
do
as
the
much.
thing.
Yeah.
Twin
Which?
powers activate.
Oh my gosh, give me a second.
Activate.
The only people who are going to be able to see this are the people who like actively. Oops, I'm hitting the wrong button. Who actively watch the YouTube.
Yeah, if you watch the YouTube cut, yeah.
If people are watching the YouTube cut.
Activate.
Oh, you're gonna. Whoa.
Eh.
Hi.
Hello.
Aha. Look at that.
For the people who are watching the podcast,
people
we are now
watching-
the same person.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
me. Wait.
What?
Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Audio
there you
listeners,
go.
I'm looking at two of the same VTube model.
Except you have the updated one. I don't. So you have the one where you can take off your hat and do your expressions, and I can't.
Still, I'm pretty cute. If I
You are
don't
wicked
say
cute.
so myself.
Yeah. I'm going to go back to being me, though, because
You can.
there's only one Larcy, and despite what we tell people on the internet, I ain't it.
I mean, but still, internet people, they're so much fun. Which one will you be?
Myself.
I thought you were gonna do something else.
I thought
As
you
you-
were gonna be like Tora Mink or something.
Or like Chibi Mink. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like that? Is that what you wanted?
that's it.
Dance
Sure,
like
why
the
not?
dance. Okay.
Sure, why not?
Apparently, I'm going to be chibi for this.
It's your call.
Again, this is what I'm talking about, though. Like, because I make my own crap, I can decide, like, oh, you know what? Rather than being like a normal-sized satyr all of the time, I can have my Twitch chat redeem transforming me into a little itty-bitty satyr, or a bottle of apple juice, or something.
Yeah.
Or something.
Or something. Some
Yeah.
non-specific thing
They
like
also-
apple juice.
They also can make your hedgehog pet appear and disappear and turn
Yeah,
them
or
into
they
apple
can pet
juice.
my head.
Or you
Yeah.
can have pet maggots like me.
It's true.
My maggot.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What? It's
Maggie.
important to hotkey getting head pats.
Wait, did it work with your chibi?
Of course.
It did.
Do you need to see it again?
Yeah.
Do it again.
Oh, okay.
What? I wasn't gonna have head pats for a single model. That would be silly.
I was gonna say, for some reason in my head, I imagined your other one, and then I had to like do a double take because my brain like shorted out
That's right.
just a little bit. I went back.
Alright, now I can officially.
I don't know if I've got the hotkey to go back to my normal
Yeah,
self. I'm gonna see if I do, but I
Yeah,
doubt
yeah.
it.
Hmm.
Oh.
Nope, that was
Oh,
the
no.
juice.
Nope, that's juice with the crown.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, I messed with all my hotkeys when I set up my Tora Mink model. So when I switch back, I'm just gonna have to reprogram all of my hotkeys to make sure that they all link up to the thing that I want them to.
Hmm.
In conclusion, it's just a mild pain in the butt.
For these
So
goblins I made.
I guess did we see? Now, I mean, this is fun chaos, but now you got me like thinking like, where the hell did I leave off?
Okay, why don't you scroll through your notes and we'll tell you if we hit the bullet points. We'll do a checklist.
Checklist. Did I ever put the floor to give you the floor? Well, I started to,
You started to, and then we got
Yeah.
distracted.
and then we got distracted. Okay.
So what would you like to ask me?
That's right. Get on my minions. Get
How did the remainder of your 2021 play, like into the holidays, like cosplay wide, and if you
Oh.
went to any cons in?
Who did you make?
Oh my
What'd
gosh. That's a great question. I'm trying to remember the last time we chatted with each other, like what time of year it was.
I can easily look that up.
Oh, very good. Because I can just pick you up where I left off. I
I
feel like it was probably in early summer, no? Or
Or
sorry, not early summer. Late summer,
maybe.
early fall.
Maybe. Let me see. Because it was that the last episode was VTubing
Yeah.
that we did.
Yep.
Nope, that was in published September
Yeah,
25th.
look at me. Late summer, early fall. Look at me.
There you go.
I remembered something. Yeah, so in the cosplay world, I worked on it was cosplays of Parasect, followed by Paris,
Oh yeah.
right? Or was it Paris then Parasect?
You did Paris first.
Okay, Paris then
Because I
Parasect.
came out for
That's
Parasect.
right, that's right. I did Paris, then I did Parasect because I thought that my idea for Parasect would be very good for like the Halloween time because I made it rather creepy and like kind of witchy, but
Mm-hmm.
not like traditional witch. It was more like a
Inspired
bog
by.
person. Yes, it was inspired by a photo that I had seen of Larcy when she had done one of her autumn shoots from like 2020.
Mm.
No, go
So that
back
was
further.
oh, maybe it was 2019.
Yeah, the dark fantasy stuff was
That's
in
right. That's right.
2019.
Good times though.
I was
Then
honored.
that brings us to around November. I cosplayed as Anna from Frozen 2, much to the delight and amusement of my students, because for once I got to wear a costume for Halloween while I was in school. It was the first time in 10 years that my school allowed us to wear costumes, which was very rad. And so,
Really?
because I'm naturally a redhead, or not naturally a redhead, I dye my hair red, but because my hair is actually red, um, I was like, whatever, I don't have to wear a wig. This will be great. I do when I wear the costume, just when I was at work, I didn't.
Mm.
And my students were somewhat starstruck, and it was kind of cool. I don't think they were expecting to say anything like that. Anyway, yeah, and then December, I dressed as a character from the anime Sleepy Princess in a Demon Castle, which is a very hilarious, like uncomplicated fun anime. Very, very charming. If you have the opportunity to watch it, I believe it came out in the fall of 2020. But it is easily one of my favorite, like not quite moe anime, but it kind of hits like a 90s anime in the sense that like how the background art is drawn and like just the general vibe
Oh,
of
it's
the
got like
visuals.
yeah, 90s anime vibes. Ooh,
I
yeah.
know, but the whole premise is a demon king steals a princess and kidnaps her, and she should be more concerned for her mortal safety, like she really should. But instead, what winds up happening is she decides that her priority is not to escape the demon castle or the demon king, but to get a good night's sleep. And the anime just chronicles her attempt to get a good night's sleep while she basically commits the equivalent of like demon war crimes. It's a very funny show. It
Oh.
is amazing. So I had to dress as the main character because she's almost as interested in sleep as I am. And I
Okay.
loved it. I got to make a cosplay that was basically pajamas, which was
It looks
darling.
awesome.
Ooh,
Oh, it was so
ooh.
comfortable because basically my entire shopping experience was I need flannels and I need satins. Like I need the softest materials. The first thing I made for the dang cosplay was a pillow. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
even joking because that was very much in line with the first episode of the show where she makes a pillow. That was her quest. And it like the whole thing kind of hits like it's got like a very big like D&D quest vibe to it as well. So those of you who are fans of things like Critical Role might enjoy watching this just because it has again kind of similar vibes. So I recommend the show. It's only like
11,
10
12
episodes long,
episodes.
so it's not a big commitment.
Mm.
And I don't think there's going to be a season 2. I think it's
Oh
just.
my gosh, yes. So Vesper walked by and just said it's got dragon half energy, and that's a reach because I don't know if any of you have ever watched Dragon Half. Either
No.
of you?
No.
No.
Do either of you know about Dragon Half?
I'm
I've
not
never
that
heard
big
of
into
it.
anime.
Oh my gosh. Okay, first of all, yeah. Off camera, Vesper was memeing a very quotable quote. But I can't tell it to you because none of you know it.
Sorry.
But no, it's okay. It's okay. The main character is named Mink, however. So
Huh.
I'm just saying y'all would be best to watch that. I mean, the OAV I think is only like 3 to 6 episodes. I read the manga as well. Classic 90s anime.
Okay.
Good times. I really, if you can find a port of it to watch, do it. So good. This I did not intend to turn into Mink's review of anime, but
I'm
here we
writing it
are.
down.
I know.
Writing
So I guess
that.
that brings me into 2021, where I made a Nookling cosplay, where I don't know if I was Timmy or Tommy. I don't think it matters.
2022.
Oh yeah, I saw that photo and it confused the hell out of me until I
Oh,
realized, no, you just Photoshop cloned yourself and it makes sense.
so what you're referencing, yes, is for the 22nd of February in the year 2022, on a Tuesday, it was referred to as Tuesday because the dates were all twos.
Yeah.
So I had taken
Right.
some photos. I had taken a photo I did as a Nookling in one pose and a photo as another pose, and then I just composited them together so it looked like I had two people dressed the same doing the thing. And in fact, I did have another person cosplay as the other Nookling. My friend Tree of Red Bark Crafting had done my other Nookling, but she wasn't there to take photos with me when I was doing photos in my basement that one time.
That one
So
time.
yeah, so she did message me after she saw me post that photo on my social and was like, did you like take a picture of me while I wasn't watching? And I was like, no, look closely. Look more carefully. It's me twice. Yeah, but currently I'm working on a Growlithe costume.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna be done very soon. I wanted to be done like
Last
by
weekend.
yesterday, but I went on vacation to visit my family in New York City, so that kind of derailed my plan. Whatever, I'll be done soon.
Yeah. Growlithe is best boy.
But then
Growlithe
who's
is
next
great.
month? Who's next?
I can't tell what next month is.
Oh,
You know what next month is, and you know why I can't tell.
with Patreon?
No, it's not for Patreon.
What? Next
It's
month
because
is not April.
no, but what you're referring to needs to be finished by early April,
Duh.
which means I have to work on it during March.
Need to order some stuff on Amazon. I
Yeah,
think.
you do. I ordered all my materials yesterday, came to like $500, and I decided I wasn't going to make some undergarments for it because I was already $500 in the hole, and I would be another $500 in the hole if I made the
Just
undergarments.
reuse undergarments from other stuff you have. Nobody will
I
know.
intend to now.
Oh my God.
Well, you know what? Future Mink can go back and make the undergarments that she wants later. That's a Future Mink problem when she makes a cheap costume one month and has a glut of extra money. Or whenever month I work on making Azula from Avatar because I've already purchased all the materials. I just need to pull trigger and do the dang thing.
I'm still waiting.
Well, you're also kind of waiting on. I hired out a metallurger, a metal worker, to help me craft the perfect belt buckle. And I don't feel like it would be worth it to make the belt buckle in anything other than metal because my crown for Azula was also made in metal, and I want those things to resonate. So, sorry.
Take it.
I know it's gonna be really rad when it's done, though. I think the metal worker that I pulled for this is really very good at his craft.
Cool. And then I imagine you're gonna.
Oh, I'm gonna do the whole dang thing in leather.
No. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Larcy, didn't you say that you did Tylee?
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
So eventual meetup duo shoot. Yeah.
Oh, without question, that's going to happen. The real question is, can we get our companion Natalie to do May, and then we can have the hat trick? That would be most optimal.
Oh, okay.
I gotta start getting real bendy.
That's okay. We can Photoshop that.
Can we?
Yeah, why not?
Or you just
To
take
make
my
it
body and you split it in half, like
Yeah, that's perfect. We'll saw you in half like a magic show.
and then put me back together in like funky poses.
Like a magic show.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay.
Or I can just lay on the ground and do the pose, and then we can
Like a
just
magic show.
Yeah.
No, I figure we could, worst case scenario, we could have somebody like hold you like stage ninja style, and then we'll edit them out. You know?
Could do that.
That'd The magic of camera angles.
I mean, I do have a big, strong husband.
Your husbando.
I like it when he helps me do poses, like JoJo poses.
Yes.
I'm too old to do JoJo poses, so somebody has to hold me that low.
You're damn right.
Excellent. Good timing.
Good timing.
He looks so happy doing it too. Like his
You're
face
damn
is
right.
all smiles.
Good.
Oh,
Grand.
boy.
Smiling
Great
at
and good.
all.
Quickly circling back, I was just doing some quick photo snooping over on Larcy's page and
Snooping!
Snoopy.
snooping.
Snooping.
I liked mine better.
Holy shit, you look so badass in your Kirin armor from Monster Hunter.
Thank you.
That was a while ago you made that one.
I revisited it this summer.
That's right.
Well, I need to
forgot about that.
remake it or like fix it up, but I put it back on this summer.
Oh, you gotta fix it. Oh, okay. So, yeah. How did?
That's the one you saw in 2018.
It's true.
Well, I kept going to throw it away, and I would take it out and be like, "But I love it," and then I put it back in the box. And then a couple months later, I'd take it out and I'm like, "But I love it," and I put it back in. So I'm like, okay, well, I was told by some friends who have now put together a Monster Hunter group for whenever that I am not allowed to throw it out and that I must indeed fix it up because we are all going to be getting together. And then the photographer of said group is like, make sure that Maple shows up in matching armor.
Uh-huh.
And I said, well, I don't have any shiny fabric left over from that, but I will see what I can do.
That being said, as you recall, the shiny fabric was a pain to work with.
Yep, I was gonna remake it without it.
Yeah,
But
that's
then
fair.
it does kind of look good, and then
It looks really good on camera.
Well, I got contacted by Fabric.com, and they're like, "Can we feature you?"
No way! You didn't tell me that.
Because that's their shiny fabric, and I
Yes,
like
it
tagged
is.
all of my
Ooh,
fabric
okay.
makers. I don't know
Oh, I
when
gotta
they're gonna
start
do
doing
it,
that. What a smart idea.
but I have like an email chain going with them, and they've got like the whole photo set, and they're like, "We'll let you know," and I'm like, "Okay, thanks."
That's
They're
awesome.
public photos anyways, so what are you really
Yeah,
gonna do
whatever.
with them?
Just make sure your watermarks are on them.
Oh yeah.
You know
Oh
it.
yes.
Oh, you know. You know.
Yeah. So I mean, and when I redid it this summer too, there was like a lot of I wore it differently the first time around, and then this time I feel like I was a little bit more confident, but not. It's like stepping out of my like comfort zone with that one.
You looked phenomenal.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Welcome.
So I mean, and also it's one of those outfits where it doesn't look like I'm wearing a lot, but it is so smothering. Like all of that material.
Well, it's
is
a
not
lot of
breathable.
armor, and armor doesn't breathe.
Armor,
It's
and then you got the
armor.
fur, and then
It's
yeah.
vinyl.
Oh, you're gonna talk to Larcy about the fur?
I love fur.
Yeah, but I'm more referencing.
That's true. You have a whole Palico outfit.
I'm more referencing my companion piece to yours.
I mean, you should pull that out and never get rid of it.
Well, Jesus.
If
Practically.
you know what? If you try to get rid of it, my front door is open. Throw it right through as you drive
I'm
by.
pretty sure it's in a giant cardboard box in my room of requirement, and it is gonna get tossed unless you want to claim it.
Yeah, throw it through my front door as you drive by.
The only thing I'm definitely keeping is the motorized tail, obviously.
Obviously.
Because I gotta be part furry, you know.
No, I have an attachment to all the things that we've done together, but you know this.
I do.
Same with Cole. Cole's like, I'm gonna throw this away, and I'm like, no, give it to me.
Yeah, well, the
He's
difference
like,
between
"You're
you versus
aggressive."
us two is that we do not own our homes, and therefore do not have the space.
You know, I've thrown out a lot of cosplays in the last year. Like somebody
Good for
asked
you.
me about my Vaporeon the other day, and if I would bring it back out, and I'm like, yeah, I
You're
put
like,
that
"No,
in the
it's done."
trash a year and a half ago. They're like, wait, why?
You're like, I know.
It was poorly made.
It
Every
was
time
not
I tried
poorly
to put
made.
it on, it would just fall off me. And also, like, that tail that I made for it, because I like was Atlantic region Vaporeon and supposed to be all like gross and scary.
Yep.
Well, that tail became very gross and scary because I dragged it through like everything.
You dragged it through the mud and the dirt.
And I dragged it through the woods, and I dragged it through a con. Actually,
And you
several
dragged it through a
cons.
waterfall.
And I dragged it through all the places over here at my house. I dragged it through Victoria's Secret. Like,
Like you
it was
do.
a little bit shredded.
It was good
Just a
times.
little bit.
It was
And
fine.
it was a little bit awkward.
It was
even
fine.
even though the butt of it was actually a purse. I was
You
proud
did
of
great.
Okay.
that.
Oh,
Anyways.
I mean, all that traveling with Vaporeon, you certainly got mileage out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And you did.
Yeah. I won a
Um,
competition in it too.
You sure did?
Yeah, I think it was Journeyman at PortCon.
Yes, I think
It did
so.
glow in the dark. I turned out the lights and I glowed a little.
You
They're
dork.
like, okay, you are like the thing under the water. I'm like, I am.
Yeah, you were basically the shape of water, but not egregious looking.
yeah.
I
No.
was supposed to be fierce, and everybody's like, "You're so cute." I'm like,
Oh my god, I
you're so
hate when I
cute."
get that. That happens to me sometimes when I'm wearing like something where I think I'm looking fierce as heck,
You're
and
so
then they're like,
cute.
"Wow, you're so cute," and I'm like, "That is not the vibe I was going for."
I know.
I mean, thank
Somebody
you.
was like, "There's a sparkle on your staff that makes you cute." I'm like, "Sparkles?
I'm sorry.
Excuse me?
That's what does it. Also, I apologize.
Sparkles?"
I'm sure it was my fault. I'm basically like, you pass by me and I hemorrhage glitter.
Yeah, it
I'm
probably
sorry.
was. I mean,
I'm
they still
sorry.
hope it's glitter. Like 4 or
Listen,
5
you
years
don't.
later.
That's the side effect of being a mythical being. You just hemorrhage glitter. My nephew pointed at my face the other day and was like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "Do I have a blemish? Like, do I have paint on my face? Because apparently sometimes I have paint on my face." And then he was like, "It's shiny," and I was like, "Oh, I'm pretty sure it's just a sparkle."
Yep.
Your auntie has sparkles on her face.
Well,
Don't
remember when
worry
you wore
about
your
it.
Vulpix at PortCon and you were standing on like some pavement
Yes.
and you like
I made it rain
turned,
glitter.
and it was just like a perfect circle of like glitter at your feet.
I remember
and
it well.
Like, exudes off of you.
It still glitters to this day. I don't know if that's true.
Oh man.
Probably still does.
Probably.
Yeah. No. Forgive me, Larcy, for not keeping up with your stuff, because now I'm just flipping through. Because you recently did a photo shoot as 2B.
Oh yeah, I brought 2B out because my friend Cole and I, we go out and do each other's photos, and
I'm very envious of that.
He
That
really
sounds
wanted
fun.
to do a Witcher thing, and I had something in mind to go out there with him as, but then I backtracked and just threw on a comfort character, which is what 2B is for me.
Well, you don't have to do so aggressive makeup, depending on if you wear the mask.
I just threw on lashes, really.
Oh, there you go.
So I went back out with her, and it was like it was a really dark day. It just started snowing, so it probably wasn't the best choice, but I was like at a loss. But we were doing photos and it was planned, so I'm like, I'll just do this.
Yeah, you were certainly bundled up if it was snowing. That's one giant ass fur coat.
we swapped back and forth with that. I grabbed that as like a side thought, and for whatever reason, neither of us like grabbed coats going out the door, and it was only 30 degrees, and we got out there and we're like, why didn't we grab a coat? Like, why are we out here without coats on?
Right?
I'm like, I don't know why we didn't. And then we were like rapidly, like we were out there maybe 30 minutes. I mean, we do all my photos and Cole's photos a mile from the house.
It's so close. I'm very envious.
Yes.
Like I have woods, I have the ocean, I have city, suburbs. I mean,
it's great, and I've definitely taken advantage of your beautiful scenery.
Yeah. So I don't know, and it was also super like icy. So we were both walking across ice in heels, like
beautiful
dingleberries.
Beautiful
like,
time.
Yeah, we got this. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm like looking at the photos and they're phenomenal. Like, holy smokes.
Oh, thank you. We picked up photography over beginning of 2020 and into 2021. And because there was no access to like anybody or anything, and we wanted to keep being creators, and as we were both still like working real hard.
I
Were-
do miss working with some of my friends for photography.
I
I haven't
know.
seen a piece of light in forever, and I just miss my friend. Also, my friend's amazing talent, but like I miss my friend more.
Yeah,
I'm like, I want to
know.
hang out with you, friendo. Also, can you take my picture?
Right?
Yes.
I know. Everybody was just so inaccessible that we started kind of teaching ourselves the skills.
I mean, it's a smart move.
Yeah, and I mean, I've gotten okay to the point where I can go out by myself and do my own stuff, as well as I can go drive down the street and grab coal and we can swap off too.
Yeah.
So I have options. It
You
depends
do.
on
You
how
do.
much energy I want to expend. When I want to do less energy, I grab a friend. When I'm feeling perky, I will just go by myself.
Which is amazing.
Although Cole is always down for photos, so
Yes.
That's always
Cole
good.
has
always
stamina that
making
I cannot
something.
envision.
Right.
Well, we get like 30 minutes in, then we're like, "Do you want a snack?"
Yes. Always.
Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Sure do. Thanks for
Best
asking.
way to end a photo shoot, yeah.
And then it degrades into, "Can you get this video for TikTok?"
Yes.
Eh,
Oh,
TikTok.
boy. So, 2022 has already started. We're practically into March. I know my plans at the moment are PAX East is good and ready to go. Was able to book the hotel, no problem. I'm like fingers crossing maybe I'll have a roommate, which means that yay, hotel cost is less of a burden, but
Yay!
I could swing it no matter what. But yeah, so I've got PAX East on the docket.
Well,
Let's
I
start
will
with
see you there.
Yeah, same.
you're both going?
Yeah,
I'll be
you
there
knew
on
that.
Saturday.
I live 20 minutes away.
Well, I knew. Oh no, I knew Mink was going. I had no idea Larcy was gonna go. Oh shit! Oh, that's
Yeah.
rad.
We'll be there for the day on Saturday. Unfortunately, because of I had to arrange my work schedule to make both PAX and a new convention that is starting in Maine that I've been invited to with Mink.
Yay!
So they're back-to-back weekends, and unfortunately, it falls on
Hey, what's
one
the
of my
name of
work
that
weekends.
convention again?
Cosplay Extravaganza. Eleganza Extravaganza.
What's
Run
the
by
date on
the
that
old
again?
port. What?
What's the
Name?
date on that?
Oh, the date. I thought you said name.
No, the date.
Oh, April 30th. And
Oh, that's right. I was like, I got nervous because I was like, back to back. No, I thought they weren't back to back. I realized you meant PAX was first and then.
Yes. So
I was
I
like,
don't.
they're not back to back. The one before that is Easter. That's Easter weekend, you silly.
Yeah, I had to make a bargain in order to do both of them. So I have to rush home to work Sunday
That's
so that I
sensible.
can show up to the new con on Saturday the next week.
All's well.
I'm sad that like I'll be at PAX East, but I'll probably be piecing by like 5.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
No.
it's a hike. It's like
It's right. It's still a couple-hour drive for you.
yeah, and I'll also have the husband, and
Mhm.
you know the husband gets tired just like
Yep.
me. He gets tired of carrying me around.
Damn right.
So yeah.
I know. Well, my advantage is that
Carrying
because
you around? Do you mean that he physically carried you around the convention?
not
Well, to be
no, not
fair,
no.
I know that.
Also,
It's very much
everybody-
happens sometimes.
He'll be walking around with me, and then Mink and our other close friends will show up and be like, "Yo, cosplay husband, can you hold my purse?"
I'm getting better about that, and,
And
not
then
at
I-
PAX because I will usually ask Vesper to hold all my crap.
But I turn around, and cosplay husband has like 5 bags on him. And I'm like, whose purses are these? And he's like, oh, this person.
No,
this
but what
person,
he
this
did
person,
do
this
the
person."
last time we were at PAX is he was like, here's a juice box for you, Mink, and here's some crackers, because he had packed like a bunch of snacks and drinkies. But I
Aw.
remember that you had specifically said, and some of these are for Mink. So he was like, here, I got these things for you. And I'm listen, when somebody hands you like snacks and drinkies, you do not say no.
No.
Well, we have a bad habit of going along, the two of us, at a con, and we
Yes.
get halfway through the day and both of us just start to droop, and then
It's
we get
bad.
glazed over, and then we're just saying yes to everybody and
Yep.
everything. And then
Can I get
suddenly
this
we're like,
photo? Can I do like? Can you do
yeah.
this thing?
Yeah.
And then it's like we take on too much, and then we forget that we are still people who
Yeah.
have like energy limits, and we forget to do things like take care of ourselves.
So
So,
now it's my practice to always have juice boxes and snacks. Because at
and
least if
it's
we can't
Vesper's
get a
practice
meal,
to always have ginger ale and cheese sticks available for you when you come to my house.
yeah, because I'll either get sick or be hungry, you know?
One or the other. Sometimes both.
One or the other. Oh no.
It's a good time.
It's normal. It's normal. It's a lot better than it used to be, I'll tell you.
Vesper's
Yeah.
off camera being like, well, you're not going to buy treats for Larcy. He's not wrong. I feel called out.
But you get me coffee now.
I
Like,
do.
I wake up in the morning and you're like, you ready to go get coffee?
Well, that's because
and I'm like,
because
oh.
well, I am not part of coffee culture. I do not drink coffee. I do not need caffeine to get me to be hyper in the morning. I can do that all on my own. And it's taken me a while to learn.
God bless you, because I sure as hell can't.
Well, it doesn't take. Well, it took me a little while to learn that like some of my friends literally need coffee to function in the morning. So I'm already a morning person. So if it means that like Larcy will be more readily a morning person if I facilitate the acquisition of brown fluid for her benefit, I'll be like,
Ew.
listen, that's how I feel. Coffee tastes gross to me, and y'all are just weirdos for imbibing it. So I'm gonna call it brown fluid. Damn it.
Well, it's a good thing you live like a mile from a Starbucks.
Well, I also
typically what I
didn't
do-
know where any of the coffee places were until you told me, because I don't care that I've lived in the last home for this. I've lived in the same place for the last 10 years. I don't know where the coffee is.
Well, you know, and all the time that I've been like coming out to visit with you and staying at your place, every time I would go and get my car in the morning, I would literally walk to my car, go get a coffee, and then return and be like, where have you been? Didn't you just go to the bathroom? I'm like, yeah, sure I did.
I know. That's why I was so confused, because you would do it like, because I was trying to give you your privacy and just like not disturb you, because I know that sometimes you have trouble sleeping and getting to sleep, so that when you are asleep, I do not want to rock the boat and wake you. So I wind up just waiting until I hear you rustling, or more importantly, until I see that I have activities from you on social media, which I mean these days is usually 5:30. Don't think I don't notice what time you post stuff. I do. You're up at 5:30 every morning,
Yeah, I
Bean.
wake up at 5 in the morning, and
Yeah, I
while
noticed.
I'm hanging out in the bathroom,
And
type
I
up
won't
my
lie.
stuff and do my hair.
I'm up with you, because I'm there before your post goes through, and I'm there when it goes through, and every
You're
time
my
I
first
see it, I
like.
think to myself, huh, Larcy's awake. And then I plus like it, and I wonder dimly if somewhere out there in the beautiful streets of Maine, Larcy's thinking, huh, Mink's awake. Noise.
Probably. You're the only friend who's up at the same time that I am.
Yes,
And then when I
because-
come downstairs in the morning when you're at my house, you're like, hello. And I'm like, hello, I knew you were there.
But because I basically wake up after every REM cycle, I want to believe that some of my friends are genuinely curious as to what my sleep cycle is, or like how I can have one, because I will be up at like 10 o'clock at night, and I'll be plus liking or commenting on something. And then I'll be up again at like 2:30 because a REM cycle has happened. And then I'm sure the late night people are like, what are you doing still awake? And then I'll be up at like 4:30, and then I'll be up at like 5:30, and then 6:30. And by then I'm like actually awake, but I just like catnap and like have a REM cycle in between. The one thing I won't do is I will not text between the hours of 10 o'clock and 9 o'clock. That's PM. 10 o'clock PM to 9 o'clock AM, because texting makes noises. Same with Discord. Those make noises on your phone, and I do not want to disturb anybody when they are sleeping. Facebook Messenger only. Oh, and
You just
Instagram's
turn
the
off the
worst. I
noise,
can't even
right?
tell you. Yes, I know you can, but I don't.
Okay, all right.
And I've
There's
definitely been waking up. I've been woken up by someone who's at a different time zone than me, and it'll be like 3 o'clock in the morning, and they like blow up my Insta with messages, And when I sleep, I fall asleep to documentaries like right up against my ear. And I don't know if you noticed, but my ears are not small. So when I hear like the broop, I'm just like, okay, I am awake now.
Ah.
Thanks, friend.
I know. I usually have my phone on like 100% of the time, do not disturb. But lately, I was like, I kind of
Smart.
want to hear when I get messages, so I changed my text tone to Hornet. So
Yeah.
now every time I get a message or a notification, I hear Adina.
I'm sad that it's
And
not.
sometimes
Get
it goes
good.
first. I
I
mean,
love when she does her get good.
I have all of her little like voice isms. So I
Reset
just
mine
have
to get good, please.
Okay, I'll get it.
Yay.
It takes a little bit of effort, but I got time.
I was gonna say.
Well, I
tell me
mean,
it's
your
not worth it.
ringtone is Hornet's Battle, so
Which I love, because not the least of which because I've cosplayed as Hornet before.
I know, and I'm going to make myself a Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
At some point.
Has
At some
Silk Song come out
No.
yet?
No, it has not.
No?
It says 2022 though. It says 2020.
Listen, Team Cherry was small when they made Hollow Knight, and I think they expanded their team, but like they could not have anticipated the level of absolute craziness like that Hollow Knight exploded
In
into.
popularity, yeah.
Yes, and even to this day, speedrunning Hollow Knight is still such a popular like blood sport that like it is though. And when the DLCs came out, they were absolutely like jaw-dropping great. So,
Yeah, the Grim Troop, man.
yes. And then the Deities one was also very good.
God Home?
Yes.
I'm still playing through with that one. That's a
That
lot.
one, yes, but like the big thing about that one is that you could play like basically beat all your bosses on extra hard crunchy mode.
Mm.
Yeah,
which,
and I think
again,
there's a couple
is
of
bragging
new
rights.
bosses added in. You have to unlock them though.
Yep. Anyway, I say all this because Silk Song is so highly anticipated. Like if they pull a Cyberpunk and like botch this, they will never recover. So I'm okay with them taking their time.
Well,
yeah,
they've
you know what
already
I'm
got
talking about.
gameplay.
You know what I'm talking about.
I do know what you're talking about. I don't think I'm ever gonna play Cyberpunk. Honestly, I can't. It just
Which is so sad because they did patch it.
it's been patched, yeah, and like
It just took a long time. And in video game world, 3 months, like if you put out your game and it's buggy as hell and it takes you 3 months to like resolve the problem, well, I'm sorry, but
you're
you've
out
now
of the
been
news
passed.
cycle.
Yes, you're now no longer part of the zeitgeist. Like everyone was talking about Cyberpunk until they weren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, even Tifa agreed.
I have strong
You just
feelings
meowed
about
right
this.
now.
What's that?
I was like, even Tifa agreed with you. She just meowed right now, like
yeah, you did, Tifa.
I'm over here drinking my tea, like
But right, because you know I'm correct. I'm over here drinking my juice.
I mean, like I've never played. No, not never. I've tried to play The Witcher 3, and it gave me too much of like World of Warcraft vibe, and it's like I don't have the time to sink into this again. I don't.
Well.
So like I've never played it. So
you know what would be a good waste of your time? It's Horizon. Horizon slaps so far.
I've never played Zero Dawn.
Oh my god, then stop what you're doing and play Zero Dawn. Zero Dawn was great.
I don't think it would grab me. Like same with
what?
Elden Ring. Like I don't think I could do FromSoft games. Yeah. I can't handle that difficulty. I get mad.
That's okay because yes, that's fair. But you know what I loved about Horizon? Like I just discovered this because I always backseat game it. Let's be honest. Like I'm too anxious to play those kinds of games myself, so I just watch Vesper. But I'm sitting there, and he boots up Forbidden West, and I see that you at the very beginning you set your difficulty, and yes, you could start with normal or hard or very hard because you hate yourself. But then they have next to normal, they have easy mode, which is exactly what it sounds like, and then they have a mode called story,
where it just focuses on the story and really very much minimizes the combat.
Yes, sort of, and I'm sitting here like, you know what though? Maybe I would. Like, knowing that this game knows full well what it is. Like, it is a beautiful game with a wonderful combat system, if that is your jam. But if it's not your jam, you don't have to not participate. Like, I appreciate how inclusive the game is to like whatever kind of gamer you are, because some of us gamers get very anxious very quickly and need to play on baby mode, because otherwise it's just a yelling festival and nobody has fun with a yelling
I
festival.
was yelling on my Twitch stream this morning because I had an absolute garbage Hades run where I got shit in the first floor.
Well, I mean,
and I died in the third floor.
That's a roguelike game. You're going to yell no matter what. That's how you play those games.
You mean like when I did Path of Pain?
Yes.
And I got to the end.
Path of Pain is not a roguelike, though. That's a Metroidvania game. I mean, it's Hollow Knight, but yes.
Was like,
for those uninitiated,
same thing. I can't do Metroidvania games. They overwhelm me with like going back and forth. Like, I don't want to go back and forth. I want to go forward.
For those uninitiated, Hollow Knight has a optional section of the game. Very optional. The reward, I would argue, is not worth it. But the section of the game is called the Path of Pain. And it is called that because it is a literal pain. It is very hard. You have to have a lot of pixel perfect, quick time movements, and it sucks. The end. That's the Path of Pain.
Can I brag?
Yes, please brag. Please brag. Humble brag.
The average time to somebody who has not done Path of Pain before, for somebody to do it, on average, it takes 15 hours.
How long did it take you?
4.
Yeah.
And then when I insta-died, I went back, I did the whole thing over in less than an hour.
Okay, but now you need to tell them about the time you streamed it and rage quit.
Yeah, well, I mean, I did the whole thing live for the first time. I got to the end. I knew it was at the end. And I finished landing in the final room only to be hammered by 2 big guys that I knew were there. But I landed. And of course, like, I didn't break my fall, so my guy was stunned for half a second, and they both just boop, boop. And I looked at the screen, and I hit the power button on my computer. I messaged Mink and said I was going to cry, and then I went to bed.
So basically what happened is the people who are watching on stream had 2 disadvantages. Disadvantage 1, Larcy did not have a camera on. Disadvantage 2, Larcy did not have a microphone on.
Because it was a lot of frustration.
Right. But I told her later, I was like, that's what I showed up for. I wanted to hear your struggle. Anyway, so as far as I was concerned, I was listening to a game. I was listening to a game being played, not with her auditory, but with like just the game audio. And then all of a sudden, it was like gaming. Wow, Larcy's character got killed and the stream is over. Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's what the audience at home got to see. What the audience, I'm sure, in Larcy's house saw was a lot of expletives. Is that accurate?
Actually, so it was more of I was so shocked and upset that I was quiet. And
oh no.
Took my headset off, turned around, and
that's how you know she real mad.
Quiet in a rage.
Well, that's how you know when I'm really scared. That's why it wouldn't be fun.
Over my head, and I screamed inside my head.
There you go. But that's why streaming scary games won't be fun for my viewers, because like I know that's like the fun thing to do. Like, you should stream a scary game so we can watch you pee your pants. But the problem is when I'm scared, like when I'm actually scared, I get really quiet.
You don't yell or scream.
No, well, no, it's not that I don't yell. I learned this the hard way when I went to Six Flags well before the panda. I went to Six Flags and I went on a roller coaster that was just a little too intense for my threshold. And I opened my mouth to scream. And nothing came out.
Oh no.
It was a soundless scream because I had exceeded my threshold for terror. And so nothing happened, which is very terrifying to me because I always like to think like if I were ever mugged in the city, like, surely someone would hear me because I would scream. Nope. I'm screwed.
So I see.
No one would want to watch that stream because it would be boring because suddenly it would just be me being like,
I see your scary roller coaster moment and I raise you a Larcy passes out on roller coaster from fear.
Yikes, really?
Oh,
Oh my
jeez.
gosh, you delicate butterfly.
I can't do roller coasters. I have such a
Which
heart
one
attack
was it?
anxiety.
It was Six Flags?
No, this was.
Which one?
Don't
Which
laugh at
ride?
me. Don't laugh at me.
No,
It's
I
at
will
Disney.
not laugh at you. I just
At
need to know
Disney.
which ride.
It's at Disney. It's the Aerosmith roller coaster.
You passed out at the Aerosmith?
Shh. I can't. Roller coasters don't go well with me. So I was
Friend,
in
even
line
I
for
have a good time on
45
the
minutes.
Aerosmith, and I'm a baby.
This was okay. This was when I was younger and dating
Okay.
a not so nice guy at the time. He's a lot nicer
Oh, well.
now. But he was kind of a let's do this. We have to do this. Blah blah blah. So we're in line for 45 minutes, and I told him straight up, I can't do roller coasters.
No.
I will probably not.
Whatever,
make it
we'll just
through
ride the
whole-
Haunted Mansion 100 times in a row.
So we're standing there, and we're getting closer and closer, and my anxiety is rising.
That's because
I'm,
you
like,
also do not
panicking.
deal with lines well. I get it because I
All
feel
of
the
it.
same.
The anticipation.
That's what it
everything.
is. It's the
And the roller
anticipation.
coaster goes from 0 to 60 in less
fact,
than 3 seconds.
That
Like,
is
it
the
counts
point
it
of
down.
advertisement. And it has
Yes,
Disney's
yes.
first and only corkscrew.
Yes. So
Mhm.
you get in it, they strap you in, and they give you the
pass
countdown,
out?
and then the Aerosmith music comes on. It's like, na 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 na. And I'm
I know,
like,
it's
okay,
weird that it's
okay.
Aerosmith still.
And then it shoots you off, and then I remember nothing.
Oh, you poor bean.
And then I remember being like, I think I came around halfway through it. There was like some road sign,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
twirly, like a loop-de-loop or something.
It's
I
a
don't know what it
corkscrew.
was.
It's a sideways corkscrew.
So whatever it was, I came to, there was a road sign, and then I was
Yeah,
gone
yeah.
again. And apparently
Oh.
the whole ride is a minute and a half.
Yeah, it's not long. It's 90
It's-
seconds.
It's a minute and a half, and I remember 2 seconds of it.
You
Oh,
poor
man.
bean.
And I was like, we got off of it, like they shook me awake, and I was like, And then he never
Yikes.
would go on another one like that ever again. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, well, I don't blame you.
no, you didn't believe me?
Last time I was in Disney, I had, previous to the last time I was in Disney, I had ridden on all the scary rides, including the one Mount Everest in Animal Kingdom that goes backwards. And I
love the
very
Thunder
much
one.
lost the nerve. In my adult life, I lost the nerve to do it. And so the last time I was at Disney was like 2 weeks before lockdown. No joke. And Vesper and I were like gonna queue up for Everest, and I was like, you know what? I'm on vacation. I don't have to do this to myself. I'm just not. And he was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to go over to this pavilion over here, and I am going to put my head down on a table, and I am going to nap. And you just have a lovely time at Everest. I am going to take a nap. Goodbye.
I can't do the drops. I can do everything else. I can do a barrel roll. I can.
And
I
Vesper
could probably
politely
do
reminds
upside
me, and then I ate beignets. Is that what it was? Oh yes, that's true. That's true. I chickened out of Space Mountain, despite the fact that I had gone on Space Mountain a lot as both a kid
Oh, God,
and
I
once
love
as a
Space
grown up.
Mountain. I love
I
it
decided
so much.
I decided for Space Mountain I was going to be like, you know what, maybe not. And so I chickened out, and instead of going on Space Mountain, I ate beignets and rode on the People Mover which goes through Space Mountain. Yes. So I did that instead, and I had a lovely time because beignets are delicious, and the People Mover is fun.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I also did the Buzz Lightyear space adventure. I sat in.
Oh, duh.
I sat in a cart by myself and operated 2 space guns like some sort of gunslinger, and I got the high score because it only compares the high score against the person who's also in your chair. So it didn't matter if it was player 1 or player 2 because I was both of them.
Wow.
Yes.
Speaking
I
of which,
won. Ha ha.
Speaking of which,
Yes.
I saw an article about Disney's intergalactic Star Cruiser hotel that they have for Star Wars.
I saw. Okay, you want to know the
Wait,
best part?
No.
Okay, tell.
Guess how much it is for 2 days.
Lot. I know how much it is. Go ahead, tell them.
$6,000.
You want to know? Would you like to know how I know?
Who has that much?
Would you like to know how I know?
It's all right. Go. Yeah, go. How do you know?
Because my lawyer brother-in-law was literally telling me this today because one of the partners that he works with is taking his family to that hotel next week. I know it just opened. And so he was talking about how it was $6K just to play. And it's basically like Star Wars The LARP Hotel, and you pay, but you do not leave this hotel. You pay
You
for a
live
full,
action roleplay
you
in the
do a
hotel.
full immersive experience. You know what he did? He was all for it because what he did was he got a screen accurate Han Solo outfit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. So, and I told my brother-in-law, I was like, I'm just butthurt that you didn't tell me that this was a need of his, because I would have made that outfit for him. But anyway, the reason why I bring all of this up is because my brother-in-law was like, well, you see, this is a perfect example of what happens when people have more money than they know what to do with, because he didn't know what to do with his money, so he's going to go spend a week LARPing Star Wars with his wife and kid.
I mean, if you get 6,000 to blow,
are you kidding me?
I'm not gonna.
Quarterly, they pay my annual salary in taxes. Quarterly.
Wow.
Quarterly in taxes.
Jesus.
Must be nice.
Right?
I know. That being said, I am planning on going to Disney in April. Ooh. So literally, my order of operations is leave on Holy Thursday. Sorry, Easter. And then I come back on Wednesday because on Thursday is PAX.
Yay!
Oh, it's that week? Ooh.
It's that week.
Yeah.
That's the week I have off from school. So for once I actually can go to Thursday's PAX, that means that when I come back from vacation, I'm going to be riggedy wreck, son.
Yeah. Yeah, my whole setup
the girl's going to be a jet setter.
Yeah, I got one of my best friends. She's going to watch Tifa and the kitten that I'm going to be keeping by that time frame. And very nice, as I don't have to pay her for it. So, and she's
I have yet to figure out what I'm going to do with the hedgehogs.
She's also going to hook me up in driving me to and from the airport. Or not airport, the train station, like picking me up.
I was going to say, you do not live that far away from Boston.
I was like, no, I don't.
You're
an hour away.
One state over. It's not that far.
Yeah. So, yeah, see, we circled back to cosplay after that Disney tangent.
I know.
You know what? I would argue that no Disney tangent is a tangent at all. I would say that really, like, all roads lead to Rome, all conversations lead to Disney, and back again.
Yeah. So
I got 2 lightsabers from the Star Wars area.
You did, and they are very cool.
And we've got lots of crystals, so we.
I got a beautiful kimono from Disney.
Were those like the
ones that switch out the color?
The price one where you build your own lightsaber? Is that
yes, it? She did.
Oh, yes, it was. It was the experience.
Wasn't that your honeymoon?
That was our honeymoon.
Okay, worth it.
Oh yeah, everything we spent. We came home with lightsabers. I came home with a giant stitch. Like.
Here's the thing. Disney does this thing now, and it's very dangerous for people like me. Because one of the disadvantages of shopping, like when you do convention shopping, one of the disadvantages is once you buy the thing, now you've committed to holding the bags the whole damn time you're there. But Disney doesn't just hold your bags. That would be great in and of itself. But they're like, oh, do you want us to send this to your hotel room? And the answer is obviously yes. So basically what happened was Disney became my Amazon, and like we became like besties, first name basis, with a guy who worked the mail room in my hotel, because every day he would see my name like multiple times on multiple packages. And at the end of the day, it would be like 9-10 o'clock, and I'd be like, oh, hello. I'm here to pick up all of my shit. And he'd be like, "Oh yes, we saw you coming. I got all of your shit. It's a lot. Do you have 3 hands?"
I also read that Disney looking into building like developmental like houses for people to stay there and live there, like close by to Disney, so that they'll never leave.
I mean, to be fair though, if I could afford it, the girl might consider it.
Yeah. It'd be like a retirement home for, I guess, some people like us.
I am so stupid excited for Disney. I'm sorry. I can't.
It's okay to be excited.
I know that the corporation is evil. I do.
Everybody knows.
But god damn it, if that's not magic, like The last time I was there, I literally cried because I was so happy because I walked into to Bell's Castle, which I had never
Yeah,
been to before, and I
yeah,
cried because it was pretty.
yeah.
I'm not
The
I'm not too small to admit it.
last time I went there was when Dad was still around. That was my did
Oh, buddy.
the last Disney trip was actually my college graduation present.
Oh my gosh, what a great college graduation present.
Yeah, and it was like similar. We hit the same beach that we always did. We stayed at the Grand Floridian. I can talk.
The Grand Floridian is so lovely.
Yeah. Always made sure we ate breakfast at the Polynesian because gotta get that
Oh my god, the Polynesian resort is so
gotta
cool.
get that Hawaiian Kona coffee and that Tonga toast
Oh,
for breakfast.
wow. I wish I had known
Listen,
about
one
that
of the
because that's what I would
restaurants
have
in the
gotten for
Polynesian
coffee.
is hands down fave, personally.
What's your fave?
The restaurant, one of the restaurants at the Polynesian, it's called Ahana, family.
I think I might
Uh-huh.
have been. I think we
Yeah,
may have
it's
eaten
really
breakfast
good.
there. Yeah.
We only had dinner there, but when we had dinner there, it flippin' slapped.
I also like how the last time I went, it was and it's still true. Like they had in the Epcot area that one in the Japan section, they had that one store where just our lives would
The
intersect,
Weeb
and you get
store. The
yeah the
Weeb
Weeb store.
store.
You get the
Yes,
Pokemon on one side, you got the
I
Kingdom Hearts, and
spent so much money at the Weeb store. I did. That was like with our first time we went to Epcot, right before the Panda. I bought so much crap there, and I have no regrets.
that was like the very first time I saw Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy VII Advent Children action figure like in display. I was like,
But like it was good shit.
what the fuck is this madness?
It was good
How?
shit. I know
Why?
that was when I learned that you can get stuff mailed to your room. Because like I kept finding new stuff. I would go to the register, I would buy shit, and then I would find something else, and then I would go to the register and buy it. And I was like, I'm
Oh
so
my
sorry, I
gosh.
just found this.
And
It
then they
was
would be like,
there
okay.
was there
I
was
bought
an,
myself one of the kimonos from the please ask for assistance
Did you
rack.
just see the dog
Ooh.
randomly?
I know, but when I was a child, I had gone to the Weeb store in Epcot, and my parents let me buy like one of the crappy kimonos from the you don't need assistance, you could just put on whatever the hell you want. And I was like smitten. I loved that thing, even though it was like not the greatest quality. But then, as a grown person who had money and was solvent, I was like, I am going to get my own kimono and it's going to be so good. And of course, the woman who was vending, it's like, ask for assistance. I asked for assistance. And she probably thought I was like a child because I look young. And she's like, do you have an actual reason to wear this? And I'm trying to explain to her, like, honey, I'm a costumer. Like, my appreciation for fine garments is like out the wazoo. So instead, what I wound up saying is, well, yes, in Boston, the annual Sakura Matsuri is a very big deal. And I started talking about how the Japanese embassy had gifted to specifically to city of Boston these beautiful cherry blossom trees or cherry trees, and how there's
yeah.
a big cherry blossom festival in April every year. It's like a 2-day festival, very fun time. And she's just sitting there, she basically puts up her hands and she's like, all right, you can buy this thing. She was like, she had to test me. She had to test to make sure that I wasn't just throwing away my money like an idiot. But she was like,
Somebody asked before.
you do know how much this is? And I was like, yes, let me buy the thing. It's at the top of my closet. I have not been to Sakura Matsuri yet because they have only had virtual ones the last couple of years.
Japan Festival's coming.
I know, and don't you think I am going to wear the hell out of that kimono?
Yeah,
Because
why
I
not?
am.
I know, what
So
should I show up in? I mean,
Well, you can show up in
Oh.
any of your garb.
It's funny, you know.
You can wear my dratini if you want.
can I really? Did
My-
nobody take it?
Nobody took it. You can have it. It's in a shopping bag. I do not want it.
I want to wear it.
You may have it.
It's funny because I mean I kind of passed on a potential recent Disney trip that we ended up never taking.
Oh damn.
Because family issues that I have.
Oh.
Because my mom offered during Christmas last year, why don't we just go to Disney? We've never been to Disney when it was Christmas time. And I was like, I was
Sounds fun.
shocked. I was like, oh, I mean, no, I'm not really into that. I don't, well, you're aware of my family issues, so.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So they ended up, actually, it was just her and my brother. They ended up going to Savannah, Georgia. And my excuse was I couldn't afford to miss days of work because
Yeah.
I need money.
Yes. That's kind of
So-
how I feel half the time with my family going on elaborate vacations. Me being like, I can't afford it mentally, physically, or otherwise.
Yeah. So, let's see. Maybe start looking into wrapping this up, but I mean, so we get.
I'm over here
Can't-
shopping on my friend's Etsy's. Like,
Which
Nice.
one? Which friend?
this one's my friend Gloria, and she does resin crafting.
Oh,
Her
yeah,
Etsy's
you
called
told me
New
about
Light
them.
Crafting. And
Oh, yeah,
she
I've been
had
there.
some Tanjiro earrings that I've had in my cart for a while.
Ooh.
And then I grabbed a Naruto coaster because I'm a
Ugh.
nerd. So yeah, I'm like,
Speaking
yeah,
of-
send that to me, honey bunny.
Speaking of nerdy impulse purchases that I may get, I'm telling myself to wait after PAX in case I go overboard spending stuff at
Uh-huh.
PAX.
And you will.
As,
Because
it happens.
I'm telling my
As
I'm,
is the prophecy.
yeah, because like tax returns are coming in. Woohoo!
I wonder
Lucky
what
I
our
always
tax
I don't
returns
know.
will look like.
I don't know if you guys
do those.
I don't know if you guys are aware of a website called Movie Palette.
Our tax.
No.
So basically, what they do is that they use the software and their graphic designers to basically they take a movie and they will analyze every single scene and pinpoint like what's the main color of each scene.
Oh, yes,
And
I
it's-
have heard of this.
Yeah, and then essentially the end result is a art print of all the lines of color
I have heard of this.
throughout the whole movie from beginning to end.
It's very cool.
And I'm torn between either getting Tron or Tron Legacy, mainly based off all the colors, because I am a easy sucker for blue.
I love
mean,
that.
Tron is a good movie.
They're both
I
good
like the-
movies.
I like the new one too. But I
Yeah.
definitely started with the first one. I liked Tron when nobody else did.
You liked it before it was cool.
I liked it before it was cool because everybody was stuck on Star Wars. And I'm like, I love Star Wars, but have you seen Tron?
Yeah. I won't say what I'm gonna say because that's a spoiler for what Mink is doing right now on her stream. So,
Oh, right.
mom's the word.
I'm guessing this is a Kingdom Hearts reference.
Maybe.
I mean, what else are you going to spoil? My art stream?
Tron is owned by Disney.
My co-op stream? I know for a fact no one's heard of Degrees of Separation, and it's a shame because it's a beautiful and really funny game.
Oh yeah.
We might,
Yeah,
I don't know
indeed.
how close we are to finishing, but dang it, I want to finish it.
So aside from PAX East, I really don't have any other convention planned. But what about the two of you?
Oh, Jesus, do we?
Well, those are just the ones coming up. In the summertime, we'll be, or at least, yeah, you'll be with me because I'm sucking you into this. We'll be at PortCon.
Yep.
We'll be at Kineticon. We'll be at
Pop
Pop
Cult.
Cult. I'm working on Friday of Fan Expo. Oh, actually, my schedule did not end up changing, so I might be able to go on Saturday of Fan Expo.
Nice, you
Oh,
can stay at my
Fan Expo
house.
Boston.
Maybe
Ooh.
I'll actually have a new cosplay for Fan Expo since I haven't made a cosplay since last Fan Expo.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Nier was the last one.
Oh, yeah, I
Nier
guess
was
so.
The last.
Yeah, and then
I've
on my end, I've got Northeast Comic Con, which is in March, Wicked Con. I'm guesting at
I
Northeast
forgot about
Comic Con. I'm guesting / vending there. I'm doing Wicked Con in early April as a guest.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Well, I've got the convention with you right after PAX. And
What's the date on Northeast?
Northeast is in March. I want to say it's the last weekend in March.
Oh, that's
but
coming
it
up.
could be the middle weekend. No, it might. I think it might be the midweek in March.
So the 19th and the 20th?
No, it might be before that. It might be the week before that.
Dexterity build. This would be awesome.
I should look that up.
Yeah, you should let me know.
It's called
Here, let me quickly look that up for interested parties.
Northeast Comic Con.
I might
Mhm.
show up just to see what you're up to and be your hustler.
March 11th through
March
13th.
11th.
I'll be there, so I won't be there
Ooh,
on the
I'm
11th
off
because
that
that's a
weekend.
Friday. But the 12th and the 13th are days that I'll be there. I have to work. In fact, I'm gonna be really working hard on the 11th. So
I will
definitely.
be in touch with you on that one.
Okay, go for it. I would love to be in touch with you. I'm gonna be vending. I think I'm gonna be with Red Bar Crafting for that one.
Ooh,
I know
she's
she's just a doll. I love her.
Yeah,
So yeah, those are, I've got
yeah.
a bunch of local cons coming up, and then over the summer, the convention that I'm going to that I know for a fact that Larcy isn't going to is Gen Con.
Yes, I will not be going.
That's in Indiana. It's a bit of a hike, 14-hour drive.
Yeah.
No, we do not fly. We drive it because we're nuts. But it's so much fun. I mean, like, it's the mecca of board games in the U.S. 100%.
So I've heard, yeah.
Oh, you've heard of it?
I've heard of Gen Con, yeah.
Good. Well,
It's pretty
because not a
popular.
lot of, right, I mean, we are all based out of the greater New England area.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about conventions across the U.S. that where cosplay isn't a priority, like it's very, very big at Gen Con, but I would say 100% Gen Con is a board game and gaming convention before I would say it's a cosplay convention. It's both.
Sure.
But like KatsuCon is a cosplay convention. I know it's also an anime convention, but it is a cosplay convention, and you cannot convince me otherwise.
No, you're right. It is.
Like PAX, it's probably more similar to like PAX or PAX Unplugged, where the theme is it has like a very specific theme, where PAX is video game based or PAX Unplugged is board game based. But cosplay is still not only welcome but celebrated.
Right.
So it's like,
man, I'm
it's like the second priority instead of the first priority.
I'm like half jelly that you both are able to go to so many conventions, but I mean, I'm sure with a lot of them being local or nearby to where you both are located, it certainly helps like cutting down the cost.
Yes,
and especially if you're vending there, because like
right, because
my current work situation basically doesn't allow me to be that loose with spending.
Yeah,
well, that's the big thing is we're going to be working a lot of these conventions, so we get to go to them, but we won't be necessarily going to them as typical patrons. We're going to be more or less fixed in one or two locations for many of these conventions, so we won't get to have the same breadth of experience that like someone who's working for press or even just someone who's just attending is going to have, because to some degree we have the obligations that we said we are going to do, whether those are panels or vending or judging for competitions.
Because you're guesting, yep.
Right, like when you guest, you're not necessarily paying for your ticket in currency, but you are paying in time and effort. Like us ladies got to hustle.
I know, I learned that the hard way at Kineticon last year. Being the head judge, I was in every single cosplay like event, and it was then I ran a meetup in place of Mink, and then I had
we couldn't distribute it across two people because I couldn't attend, because unfortunately it was the same weekend. Kineticon in 2021 pushed its date from its usual time. Usually it's in July, and in 2021 it was pushed to September, and so I had a scheduling conflict and I could not negotiate that scheduling conflict. No way, no how, unfortunately. So it just meant that poor Larcy had to do like basically the job of 2 or 3 people, but as a single person. Which is why, like, when she came back from Kineticon, correct me if I'm wrong, but weren't you like absolutely spent?
Yeah.
You were dead.
Like, it was just, I felt like I ran a lot, and then
you did.
I had some photo shoots. And then I had friends who wanted to take my picture and hang out with me. So I was literally following one person to one person to one person.
You
and
did the job of 2 people at least.
I had a trail of people following me at one point on Saturday, and
I
they're
believe
like,
it.
Larcy, I'm like, hi, I see you. I have to be at this point at this time,
Right.
which is now.
I'm
and
not
I will
joking.
be back at this point in 30 minutes. And then I came back, and then there was people waiting for me, and there was more people, and they're like, can we go over here and just take some photos?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to go get some dinner? Okay. And I'm like, ah.
Oh, no.
I'm not joking when I said she did the job of 2 or 3 people, but as one person. That's why I'm really looking forward to going back to doing conventions together, because then we can at least distribute some of that, like, not core focus, but like it just means that you do not have to do everything on your own. You're not overwhelmed or overburdened.
Share the energy together.
That's also why I suggested that for Pop Cult, you and I do panels together, because otherwise it was 4 to 5 panels a piece,
which is
insane.
insane.
Oh my God.
No offense, I am a very good teacher and an excellent orator, but no one wants to hear me talk for 5 to 6 hours unless you're in my stream. In which case, I mean, come to my streams. I don't know what to say. But that's a lot of panels. And like, I know that's a full-time job. I know, because I teach like at least 6 hours a day.
Yeah, so we'll be doing 4 to 5 panels together, which is a
a
lot easier since we both have a couple of panels in our back pockets that we both participated in together. Whether one of us
plus a bunch of experimental ones that I'm just gonna whip out, like, you know.
Yeah, and we gotta sit down and Google Docs and stuff. But I mean, that's stuff for future us.
Do we? Oh no.
Future us. I mean,
well,
we've had some really good online panels that have really slapped. So,
and we also have very good synergies. So if we need to just bare bones something, it really is just like prepare a slide deck. But we generally know who's going to talk about what and what we're generally going to say.
And who's going to go off the rails first? Me.
Yeah, only because in my defense, as a professional teacher, I tend to take that part a little more seriously, just because that's like, if I can't slay at panels, then it's like, do I suck at my job?
No, that's not how that works.
Seriously, if I can't slay at panels, then what is the damn point?
We're like 2 of the same person stuck in like one of those like padded rooms, and one of us goes off, and then we start bouncing off of each other like crazy, and then suddenly like an hour has gone by, and we're like, did we do the panel?
Yes, I know we did the panel because a hoodie is made, and we're yucking at someone in the audience.
Right.
God.
It's just, you know, one of us, invariably what happens is one of us sweats a lot because like they're under the gun for something, and it takes turns on which one of us it is. One of us is under the gun sweating, and the other one is cracking jokes next to the sweaty one.
Oh boy.
I like it better when you're the one who's sweating, because I don't like sweating, but I know for a fact it's usually me.
Oh boy.
I put entirely too much pressure on myself. I know that about myself. I am working on it. If I didn't put too much pressure on myself, then I wouldn't go to therapy.
I mean, I go to therapy too. Normal people, everybody is normal for going to therapy.
I know, especially in this day and age. I support everyone going and finding a therapist.
Yeah, I'm in the process of looking for one. I think my best friend's trying to help me figure that out.
Oh, that's awesome.
I use my healthcare.
All the therapists that she'd recommended from her therapist, they've loved. So,
well, if you are fortunate enough to have gone to college or uni, you can actually contact the alum offices and set up through their programs too, because alum offices are weirdly connected like that. I know, you wouldn't have thought about it, but you know what? If you put in the money for uni, you might as well still get shit out of it. Am I right?
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
I know I am. Gotta contact. I know the alum association feels like it just wants to steal your money, and they do.
They do.
But you can also steal their services. My tip of the day.
So I guess I'm just looking at my notes to just end the stream or like get close to it, because I mean, damn.
Yeah.
like, thank you guys for sticking this out for me for almost 2 hours. But
We're chatty.
yeah, I love it. It's great. Makes for good content.
Yay! I
What
bring
do you?
quality, salty content.
You are
Yeah.
you're my ocean. That's how salty you are.
Aw,
Aw.
yeah.
And full of
I'm more like
fish.
a
So what do
princess
you?
today, but you know.
You're
So
great.
I mean, I'm glad you guys are listing off all these cons, and I mean, it seems like as a whole, we're like very reeling back on the panorama.
Hmm.
Um,
I hope so.
Can,
I
can
I'm
hope
I,
gonna
so
wear
too.
a mask for all of these because I'm not insane.
I mean, also, it's fun matching masks to your outfits.
It is fun.
Oh yeah, I haven't done that yet. I mean, well, because I honestly don't know when the hell I'm ever gonna cosplay again. Because it's just, whew.
Just do it.
I have noticed that there are some people who have doubled down for conventions and a lot of people who are like, you know what? I'm out.
Yep.
So it's going to be interesting to see what the cosplay circuit looks like as we all step out of our bunkers, blinking into that thing we call the sun. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I know
yeah,
all about the sun.
That sounds
yeah.
like you spend a lot of time in the sun, and I know that you're a Palesby.
I mean, there really hasn't been any like panic news about like new variants. Knock
Oh
on wood.
my God, you knock on every wood right now. Thank you.
Okay.
Dare you invoke that juju?
I'm not knocking on
I'm
wood.
just saying though because we haven't. I
Swear to
haven't
God,
heard
if a new variant
I
comes out
haven't-
and it cancels my
Can I
Disney
can
trip,
I
I
give
blame
you
you.
can I give you a little snippet from the healthcare field?
Please.
So let me just tell you the
Okay.
basics of a virus's lifetime. Okay, a brand new virus comes around. It's very virulent in the beginning,
Yep.
but remember, when you want to survive, when you're a little itty bitty bug and you want to survive long term, you do not want to kill your host.
No,
But
I remembered watching that from crap, what was that movie with the germ in it?
I don't know.
No, come on, it's coming to me. Something Jones?
Osmosis Jones.
Osmosis
Oh
Jones.
God.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
my
I
God.
learned that from
So-
Osmosis
so-
Jones.
So
And because my parents are doctors. But mostly Osmosis Jones.
Really? So let me just tell you.
Yes, please.
Viruses, as they go along, get weaker and weaker. They may become more virulent, but virulent does not mean dead. Okay?
It just means infection.
So it evolves in such a way that it's easy to catch, but mild. Okay?
Yeah.
So it eventually, as it evolves, which we are at the point where it is evolving to said state, where it will be just like the flu we get.
It's a rhinovirus.
Where it will make you sick, but it will not harm you in the way that it has been with people, because the point of something infecting you is to not kill you, but to live on
And on
and
and
replicate
on.
and evolve into something that's even more virulent, but going to survive by not killing the host. So this is how it works in a nutshell. I'm obviously not going to go into like a whole science lecture, but I don't want people listening in to be like, it's never going to end. Because yes, Omicron was scary, but that is the lifetime of any flu virus.
I mean, technically, what you're referring to is the pandemic becoming endemic.
That's what I was going to lead on to. Yeah, we're just gonna have to live with it for.
Yep, it's just like everything else. We've come up with vaccines.
I mean, in a perfect world, they'll make the flu vaccine and the whatever, pandemic vaccine, similar or administered at the same time. So, yeah, you might have to get double the shots, but you know what? Rather have the shots
We
than
can
the
have
flu.
them together anyways. Honestly, my prediction is that in the next few years, they'll be the same shot.
Oh, I hope so.
Oh,
Although this year I was
imagine
like, bring on the shots, because once you've been administered like daily shots to your abdomen, one shot once a year to your arm is like,
Yep,
fish please.
yep, yeah. So like everybody chins up,
We got
it's been
this.
grim, it's been hard, but it is time for us to acknowledge that it happened, acknowledge that we can do things better, and that we can go forth and be respectful of each other, and be mindful that when you're sick, you can
Stay
spread
home.
it and you can cause somebody to die on the other end. And that's been around before COVID, you know?
Wash your hands, cover your mouth when you cough.
Do the thing. This is the 21st century. We are hygienic people, I hope.
Eh.
And, you know,
I am.
we're on the better end
Oh,
of
I was
this.
mehing the word people.
Oh, man.
I am not part of the deodorant squad that's going around New England, okay?
The squad that doesn't deodorize?
Have you seen the deodorant squad?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh god, it's a meme group.
Oh, is that the people at Anime Boston who throw deodorant at people?
That's probably part of them.
Okay, then I do know what you're talking about.
I'm not part of that. I don't want to be associated with that because I think that's
No, that
mean.
seems like a form of bullying.
Yes, it's extreme.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, on that note.
Yeah, wash your hand, you filthy animal.
Cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze. You dummy dum-dum.
Time for us to come out of our holes, out of our hoodie footies with our gremlin faces on and venture back into the cosplay.
And as they say in the opening lines of The Lion King, blinking, step into the sun.
Wait, what?
There's more to see
It's
than can ever be seen. More to do than can ever be done.
Oh, boy.
It's the circle of life.
Okay.
And it moves us on.
Wow, we tied it back to Disney.
I told you! All roads lead to Disney.
You think we get back to the beginning, but then Mink takes like a side turn and goes back to Disney.
I literally warned you. Midstream, I warned you.
I know you warned me.
I know.
This whole thing is in the Ouroboros. We eat it, so you eat itself.
Yes. I shall eat my tail now. Nom nom nom.
Don't make my little ghost cry any more than he has to.
Sorry. We'll switch.
Yeah. Solid way to end it out.
There we go.
Yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this insightful, chaotic, loud.
I think we did better than last time.
We did.
I don't remember what happened last time, which is
exactly.
That means it didn't have any structure.
Remember, which is probably a bad thing.
Exactly my point.
Yeah.
I know I've been AWOL for a couple of years.
You did fine.
With a lot of things.
Oh, you both did fine. You always do.
Hooray!
In that note, I hope you all enjoy listening to this exciting episode. Sound off, Larcy. If they want to find you, where do they go?
You can find me on any social media. I am Legend of Larcy @ and hashtag or whatever.
And
if you want unwholesome things, please go there.
All right, Mink, you're up.
Let's see. You can find me under Mink the Satyr on Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Patreon, and Etsy, I guess. Yeah, I know. I technically have 2 Insta accounts. One is for my cosplay and one is for my VTubing exclusively. But I encourage folks to follow me for both because both are a hoot, a holler, and a jam.
And a hoot nanny.
And a hoot nanny.
And a hoot nanny.
Oh, come on. You know you love the shows and you know you love the costumes. What's not to love about both?
Right. And you can catch me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, where I'm not playing Horizon Forbidden West or Elden Ring. No, I'm just flying through or chugging along FF14.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. 14 slaps.
I've popped into that a couple times and been like, ooh.
That's one of Esper's favorites right now.
Yeah. I'm chugging along through the
They
storm.
had a very big update. It's relevant still.
Yeah, it's still relevant. I'm just going through the Stormblood expansion at the moment.
Yeah.
That's it. I hope you guys had fun, and I will catch you all in the next episode, which will be soon.
Right on.
Yay,
all right.
ciao!
Bye.
Bye.